Hello friends, I'm your friendly neighborhood Reza. Welcome to channel Reza Blade, the channel where late is better than never. New friends and old, if you like my videos or this video in particular, please click like and leave a kind comment below, maybe telling me what you like best about the looks in my video or some aspect of nail art you'd like me to cover in a future video. The likes and comments really do help out my channel. And of course, the subscriptions do too. You may have guessed from what I'm showing you right now is that I have finally gotten my stuff together, and we're going to go over Maniology's Alice in Wonderland nail art box from March. Really do automatically love some of these images. And since March, they have released a companion plate that you don't have to be a subscriber to get. And this is M353. And this is almost better. I mean, there's some cool, like little sayings on here. You may have noticed I'm not all there myself. Every adventure requires a first step, etc., etc. So, sometimes I do live streams on YouTube and occasionally on Beautometry's Facebook page. So that is one thing you'll help get notified about if you subscribe. I love those because I love getting to interact with you all as I stream. So that's so much fun. So these are plates MXM099 and 100. So I guess I owe a hooray 100. We've got the Red Queen and the White Rabbit and Alice in all her different forms. Some really fun individual images here. These suits splattered with red, we can assume with the old painted the roses red routine. My first mani that I did for you guys with like really tiny French tips, and then I put all the various suits there. That's my first mani, and I really do like that one with the stiletto shape. And then my second mani is a more intricate scene mani of the tea party. And I did a gradient blue background, and over it I did a stamping background stamp. And then I did some reverse stamping here. So, and then here's that first It's Always Tea Time nail. So anyway, those are those two. And then I did swatches of all the three plates. I'll start to show you those in just a minute. I do like the unicorn. I remember that he was upright in the books. I had forgotten that. We're All Mad here. If I were using this as a stamp, I would actually change the Cheshire Cat image. I would take the text here and put We're All Mad here around the Cheshire Cat smile instead. But that's just what I would do. And this is the one you can get even if you're not a subscriber to the Mani by Me box. So I'm going to put that one down. I'm a big reader, and I loved Alice in Wonderland as a kid. I hope I can pass that along a bit. I'm leaving out a bunch of stuff about Lewis Carroll. You've probably heard it anyway. It's depressing, and it requires more time than we have today. More today, what I'm talking about is, if you're interested though, the book Alice I Have Been is really wonderful. And that is from Alice Little's point of view, and she's who Alice in Wonderland was based off of. So this is MXM099. Now, if Disney's Alice is the only one you've seen, or if maybe it's Tim Burton's for that matter, the original art by John Tenniel will be kind of look a little bit strange to you. Here's some roses with faces. Always love that. And then the hat for the Mad Hatter. Someone is literally using a power tool, maybe a power saw outside right now. I don't know why. Here's a clock. Anyway, Tenniel's art will look a bit strange, but here's why it's so cool. So I'll start my art spiel as I'm showing you all of this. Alice's Adventures, very fun. Here's a cool image of the Mad Hatter. Here is, this is from Through the Looking Glass because she's interacting with the chess pieces here. And this one, you can actually use these kind of flowers as a kind of a normal, like a regular floral mani. And you'll recognize this image as the one that I've used on as the background on these. Okay, so about John Tenniel, and I do have some pictures to show you. They look a little weird because I'm running out of ink, color ink. Really like this picture of Alice. And then the Drink Me. This is all very fun. So, in the Mad Hatter, John Tenniel, Sir John Tenniel, actually, a celebrated humorist. He was a political cartoonist and an illustrator from 19th century London. Really like the versatility of these images here. And then here are some of the Painting the Roses Red, and of course the card signs. He was an illustrator from 19th century London. He was a Pisces. His dad was a dancer and a champion fencer. He was accepted into the Royal Academy of Arts when he was only 16. When he was only 16, the Society of British Artists included his work in their curated exhibition. Can I even make this visible to you? Well, that's a little bit better. We've got the Queen and the King. We've got a rose bush here off with their heads. And we've got some heraldry over here and the card signs. Very, very fun over here. And then we've got some more stuff with the cards and Alice with the flamingo. I don't know why these are the Queen of Hearts. Now the Queen of Hearts and the Red Queen are different, just so you know. The Red Queen is involved in the chess set. And the Queen of Hearts is, of course, the off with their heads queen. So, and then we've got some of these, what is this called? There's a word for this. Words escape me sometimes. It's one of those, it's part of the regalia of kings and queens. That's all I can tell you right now. Anyway, here's a very famous John Tenniel image of all of the cards kind of floating down and around Alice. All right, so some of you might be familiar with the weekly British magazine Punch. It's an old-timey one. That's where Tenniel published most of his work, as I mentioned, satirical political cartoons. And his career was just really exceptional. I'm showing you the M353 right now as I tell you this stuff. His eye was permanently damaged in a fencing match with his father. Not very fatherly, I would say. I don't know what these guys are, but I don't remember. Anyway, I guess his dad was kind of a take no prisoners kind of dude. I really like this one. This is a very famous image with the Cheshire Cat and Alice and all of that. Here's a little piggy. Anyway, Lewis Carroll, he was the math scholar and Reverend Charles Dodgson. He started off illustrating his own books. He started off the story, of course, while he was on a boat ride with Alice and her sisters. That's common knowledge. But when he got the chance to work with John Tenniel, he was like, oh yeah, let's do that. I like this one. Scepter is the name for the piece of regalia that I was looking for earlier. Scepter. Here is Humpty Dumpty and the Dodo Bird. This is a really fun kind of a image here of Alice kind of trying to hide. This is really not focusing well for me today. Here's an image of the chessboard. I did do a sample of that for you. Here's Alice with all of the various Cheshire Cat faces. And down here we've got some more really interesting things from Through the Looking Glass. Oh dear, I shall be too late. Every adventure. I already read these to you. All right, so what else do I have to show you? So Tenniel illustrated both of Carroll's books, and then he turned his attention back to his long and celebrated career at Punch. He was knighted by Queen Victoria for his accomplishments and contributions to the arts. I really apologize. These colors look weird because my color ink is running low. But I got a bunch of Tenniel's stuff to kind of show you. You can find it online if you're looking for inspiration for how to color in things or various images to use together. I never liked this character, the nurse. I always found her kind of disturbing. I guess that's the point. And then here's the mock turtle. And is this the griffin? I think this is the griffin. And then here's something you don't get to see every day, is Alice written with all these notes, which are very interesting. Left-handed. Kitten more fluffy. Apron. Rug. Fascinating. Let me find more of the pictures that I have for you as I show you. Let me prepare to show you my... Here are the two... I've had this problem actually with a bunch of Maniology polishes right lately, where the labels are just falling right off. So it came with one stamping polish, and it came with Queen of Hearts, which is a nice regular polish with lots of flakies in it. And let me start showing you the stuff. Let me show you one more picture. Here's the chess image that I did for just a single example for a nail from the other plate. And then here's the white rabbit in its various incarnations. And of course, and these are all of Tenniel's works. Really like these. There's an image I wish they had done where Alice's neck gets really long. I really like that one, but they didn't do this one. So, oh, here we go. Last one. This is the one that printed first, because you can tell. Here's Alice meeting the roses with the faces. And then this is the Red Queen and Alice, I think. And this is Tweedledee and Tweedledum meeting Alice. Here's the caterpillar with the hookah. And we've got the Baroness or the nurse and the baby and that whole scene. And then here is a lovely little image with the Cheshire Cat and some of the writing from the actual book. So that's all I have to show you pictures-wise today. Now let me show you the nail art that I did. So as far as this one, the special thing that I did is that I did use reverse stamping. I used a lighter nail polish to do the background stamping, a very light blue that I knew would go on over all of the layers. And then I mattified that at the end. And then for these, I used a polish that had little flecks of red and black in it. And then this is this color over black. And then I used white stamping polish for the card signs, for the card suits. That's the word. Okay? And then other things that I did. Let's see. I had the idea way back when to do a toile, which is a kind of fabric. It's a kind of pastoral stylized fabric. They're usually white, and they're often blue with the coloring in. So I did a really milky sheer white as a first layer, and then here is the various images as a toile. I thought that was fun, a fun idea for a manicure. I like that one. Here is the Painting the Roses Red. I used that over a flaky white. And then here is just a plain sample of the Queen of Hearts, I think is the name of this. I just saw it a minute ago. Queen of Hearts. Here's a plain swatch of Queen of Hearts, and here it is over black and over white. And then, heraldry-wise, this image, this kind of print is called lozengey. Not checked, it's lozengey. Anyway, so this is Alice over black and white. And then this is the same print over kind of a shell and abalone kind of print. And then this is the heart image over a background of stamping various colors on a background of white and pink. So I have blue, I have red, and then I used this stamp that's on plate 100. This stamp right here. And then this one, I did a very light green and then a darker green for all of the leaves that I stamped on there. And I'm pretty sure that'll be on this one, yeah. Not this one. This would be cool to do it with too, but this is the one I used with all the leaves. All right, explain. So this one I did a kind of a, I brushed one color on, then I brushed another color on, and then I stamped these flowers, and on the stamp itself, on the stamper, under the flowers, I colored in that purple, that dark purple, so that I wouldn't have to deal with doing it on the nail itself. And then it gave you that kind of diagonal French tip look. And then here is a nail where it says, I aggregated a few different images here. It's got the lock, it's got the key, and it says Alice's Adventures. And then here is the one I'm calling the kitchen sink nail, where I've got the background, and then I've got all sorts of little images all around Alice. It gives her, that overwhelmed feeling that she's feeling throughout the book. I really wanted to communicate that with these images here. So, hope that worked out. I like this one. And this one is the Queen of Hearts nail. I used a grid so that I could get some of the placement of these right. And then we have Off with Their Heads. We've got the heraldry here and here. We've got Queen of Hearts. I took that. And then we've got the crown and some hearts here. Crown and a heart. And that would be a really good, like a middle finger image if you did the rest in a regular old. This is black with the Queen of Hearts over it again. I really just ended up really liking the way this looks over black. And from the brand new plate, here is that chessboard I showed you. I colored in the tree, and then I added a character. He's a rook walking around, and that's from that newest stamping plate. I think that's all the nail art. I want to show you my fails. Always show you my fails if I can do it. I really had a good idea for this, Suits of Cards background, but then they were just too detailed. I had the white rabbit, and then I can't even tell who he is. I think he's the Knight of Clubs. Just did not work out. But it's an idea for you if you if you end up making a couple of adjustments. Okay, so that'll be it, I think. I hope I've given you some good ideas. Let me know if you have any questions about this one. Let me know what your favorite look is below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. There will be more giveaways. Likely one of my random live tutorials is coming up soon. And I don't know what else to say. So, you know, all the information about buying this stuff will be below in the description box. I think it's changed on YouTube a little bit where it looks like you just click more and then it'll show you the description box. But thank you for joining me. I hope I did well. I hope you liked the stuff I had to share with you. Comment and subscribe, and, you know, make sure you get in all the good that I'll be sending your way. So I don't have an Alice pun, so I'll just say no time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.